Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're into this kind of thing, feel free to smash that subscribe and that like button so we can game the YouTube algorithm, which suppresses content like this in favor of mainstream lies. Okay, I felt like I wanted to do kind of an update on the situation. I am on my AirPods recording with a low quality device, as I often do, because it's just that in the morning when I'm out with my kid on a stroll and the coffee is flowing, sometimes that's the best time for me to get my thoughts out. And I did buy a little portable recorder, nothing too expensive, and that was kind of on the recommendation of Nikator Bear, my boy. You guys should check out his channel. I will certainly link it below. And we'll see how that goes. It might be a little bit better quality than these terrible little phone microphones. I mean, you're basically talking to me on the phone. That's how it sounds, right? So I might have a little bit of increased quality when I do the portable and on-the-go recordings, which is like half of my videos. It's about 9 a.m. 9 a.m. here in the place I live. Whoops, almost gave it away. But let me just tell you, I didn't see a single person out this morning. It's 65 degrees Fahrenheit at 9 in the morning, which means it's going to be a beautiful, gorgeous day. But the area in which I live has been officially declared a civil unrest area, as in our governing leaders have told us not to leave our homes at all because the situation is completely out of their control. We don't have the National Guard here in the city that I'm in. And so basically what that means is that the cops here are completely overburdened and they can't respond if you need them. So what does that mean for all the people who said, you don't need a gun? You don't need an AR-15? Oh man, were you guys wrong. Oh, were they wrong. You don't need more than 5 rounds. You don't need an AR-15. That's a weapon of war. Oh my God, did the gun arguers win? We have won the argument for the Second Amendment. Not only is 30 rounds necessary, but it looks like those 100-round clips are also very necessary. You're going to need as many rounds as you can get if you got a horde of savages coming for you. So, yeah, the situation is that I'm out here with my kid, and I was thinking, like, maybe this is a bad idea. Like, maybe I'm putting my kid in harm's way. But to be honest, most of these savages are sleeping right now. They're all up late. They need to sleep so that by this afternoon they can go out and start more mayhem. But I have my machete, as usual, right underneath the stroller here. My shield hasn't been delivered yet. And I was thinking, maybe I should get a helmet of some kind too. Like, what do you guys think? Like a helmet like similar to the one that's in my YouTube picture here, this kind of like full face Templar helmet? Or do you think maybe kind of like a barboot or barbute or whatever those helmets are that leave a little bit of the mouth and nose area exposed? Kind of like that helmet in that picture that's on the other video of Leonidas, like that kind of a helmet. I don't know, something. I don't think it'll make sense to wear full armor yet, ride armor. If you can even still buy it, it's probably completely sold out. But a helmet would definitely be good. I've got a one-handed melee weapon. I've got a shield on the way. I'm not trying to sound like a bad boy or like an internet badass, but I don't think fleeing to the country is an option, sadly. I don't think that my father has the room for us. So I think that's it, guys. Like, I don't think we can leave. And therefore, I need to stock up on as much stuff as I can get. The only thing I still didn't have, and I have regrets about this, is I didn't buy a rifle back in February when I thought I should have. I have a 12-gauge shotgun, and I have plenty of ammo. I've got a 45, and I've got plenty of ammo. That's a 1911. And I'll put pictures of the items that I have here. But I should have bought like an AR-15 or a Mini 14 or some type of a .223 caliber rifle, and I did not do that. So where I'm at, we're actually starting to reopen our retail stores as of, I think, a couple weeks ago. So I'm gonna start making phone calls, and I'm gonna go see if I can't get a rifle. I still have to wait 10 days to actually pick it up because of the law, but yeah, I definitely need another ranged weapon. So you know, just thinking about these things, right? I thought I'd give you guys an update on that situation for the video that I will put out tomorrow morning. But yeah, I mean, it's civil unrest, and what we are seeing is everything we knew that was going to happen since the 1965 Immigration Act, where we started importing people from different countries. And I know this is right on the heels of Vox Day's blog post today on Vox Populi, but I mean, what did people expect? I think people will now realize the dirt is not magic, as the post says. You don't take people from third world countries and they don't just become American the second they step foot on our soil. That's not how it works, especially when you take in so many of them at once that they don't assimilate to our culture. And you're probably looking at the beginning of the end of the American empire, which, I mean, all empires do fall. It can be a little sad, but I think a lot of good will come out of it too, because there's going to be a massive separation of the shitty people and the good people. And I think there will be white ethno states, and I do think there will be conservative Christian states, which will have multiple races that get along and are high IQ. And I think IQ tests will probably become a barrier to entry for some of these ethno states. Like, your race isn't going to be important. What's going to be important is your IQ. And some of them, they are going to be based on race. And some of them are going to be based on religion. But what is definitely going to happen is these shitty areas, like where I live, where all these savages, cause mayhem all night, they're going to be left in a very dire situation. Eventually, the food is going to stop coming to them, and we will reclaim these territories for our people. These are not our people. I don't care what it says on paper. I am not the same as these savages. Maybe I'll put that meme. Somebody sent me this meme on Social Galactic a week or two ago, and I laughed so hard because I asked people. I said, "Hey, I'm Southern Italian. Does that mean I'm white or not?" And then someone sent me this meme, and I probably laughed for fucking 10 minutes. It was so funny. But yeah, I mean, this is the beginning of the end, I think. In regards to the president, I think this is going to. I mean, he was going to win regardless. What they're trying to do is justify full-on voting fraud by giving everyone a mail-in ballot, and they're trying to steal the election via mail-in ballots. I don't know if it's going to work, and I don't know. God, I don't know what November will bring. I mean, everyone says Trump is going to win by a landslide, but the whole mail-in ballot thing has me majorly concerned that the Democrats will justify cheating to make sure that they win. And we'll see. But otherwise, if you take away that mail-in voting fraud plan they have, I mean, this is going to be the biggest landslide for Trump ever. In fact, I think if this stuff goes on, we're going to see someone even stronger than Trump come out after his election. God, we need someone really tough, like a Duterte. That's what we need. Straight up guy who guns down drug cartels. I'm not going to lose any sleep if these people get gunned down. I absolutely am of the opinion that they were too brutal with the George Floyd guy. Sure, he wasn't a perfect angel. The cop that killed him has an incredibly bad record. But destroying our cities over it, I have no sympathy for these people. None. I'm sorry. I know it sucks. Other people get killed by the cops all the time, and it's bad, and they didn't deserve it. But you don't see us burning our cities down over it, destroying small businesses. I'm supposed to be still working this week. I have a job, and in my mind, I'm like, how can I even do my job? How do I work for this corporation as if nothing is happening, as if our country is still going to exist in a year from now? How? I don't know. It's crazy, guys. When we go to bed at night, I I am out on the street making sure I don't hear anything, and I don't know if it's because we live in a hill and looters don't want to walk up a hill or what, but like you don't hear anything where I live, but I'm literally a mile or two from where it's all happening. Also, I'm super gassy. Excuse me if you heard that. I had a really good weekend of fun, and when I say that, I mean I cheated on my usual diet, which is mostly just meat, and I had pizza and ice cream and popcorn and cereal, and it was delicious, and my muscles have so much water in them, they look amazing, but I'm also incredibly gassy, and I need to go back on that diet, which will start today. I could feel that like my exercises this morning like were much harder because my body weight is probably increased by a good 10 pounds of water weight, no joke. It's so funny when you go from a carb-based diet to a non-carb-based diet, your body will start either ejecting or intaking all this water back into your muscles. It's like I will drop 10 pounds of body water weight in the next 5 days if I continue not eating carbs. It's so funny. But I'm a little gassy, so excuse me if you heard that in my video. Yeah. It's like I released a video yesterday or today, I guess, about, young men and books they should read, but it's like I'm having a hard time staying focused on these topics when I have this situation unfolding all around where I live. And then, guys, look at these absolutely converged cucks on Nextdoor. If you guys don't know what Nextdoor is, that's okay. It's like a Facebook for your neighbors. Like you have to actually mail in proof to Nextdoor that you live where you say you live. And then they give you access to a social network of only your neighbors. And yeah, you guys should see how cucked it is. I'm going to put some screenshots here. I think a lot of people, or at least a few people on Social Galactic yesterday were asking to see the pictures, and I couldn't upload them because they're like too big, and Social Galactic has a 200 kilobyte limit. And I don't know if that's just because I'm bronze. Maybe I'll upgrade to a higher tier soon. But yeah, let's check out some of these pictures on like what are these people saying. I'll hopefully be able to find all these posts later. But basically, like, you got these people saying like, oh, if you have a problem with looting, you're the problem. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I don't care. I mean, I do care. I mean, I know it sucks that like one of your own was murdered in Minneapolis, 3,000 miles away. That being said, this is not an excuse to terrorize the city and destroy all the businesses of the people you supposedly care about. Unacceptable savagery. I'm not down with it. Look at all these people on Nextdoor that are converged. It is so sickening. You'll see some voices of reason, but they'll all get like chased out and crowded out by these liberal morons. I'll do what I can to like take out their names so that I don't get in trouble because I'm going to post them on YouTube here. What else? Oh yeah. So the other day on Social Galactic, I called out Vox Day and said, dude, we miss you. But I called him father with a capital F. And I guess I learned something, and it was nice to get a reply from him. But I always was under the impression that a priest, you would call them father. I don't know why. And that's what I was thinking when I called Vox Day father. Like, no, you're not like our dad, but you're like our priest. Because to be honest, like the way he's preached Christianity in his streams has been better than some of the things I've ever heard from an actual preacher or priest. So I was calling him father in that regard, and he basically came back the next morning and was like, no, you don't say that, and here's where it says in the Bible not to. And I learned my lesson, and I thought that was awesome. So yeah, lesson learned on that one. Check my Social Galactic if you want to see me get owned there. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's crazy out here. It's crazy. And, stay safe if you're in the U.S., if you're anywhere near one of these blue areas. I'm a tiny red dot surrounded by a sea of moronic blue. And it is what it is. And like I said in the previous video, I mean, I'll protect my family to the death. I do not care, especially when the cops are completely out of capacity. So we know from our local news that they basically can't respond. Like, there's just nothing they can do. It's all on you now. All on us. The Second Amendment, this is what it's for. And I'm so thankful we have that God-given right. I'm going to try to upgrade my supply as soon as possible. Yeah, if you guys can think of anything else that I didn't mention that I should get, like, oh, this is the helmet I recommend, or I recommend this, or anything like that, feel free to comment. Maybe some space will open up at my dad's rural property. It's unlikely. He's got like stepchildren and other people living there, and I don't think there's room for us. But if by some miracle we can get up there, that would be great, because I mean, it's a 10-hour drive, but I can easily do it in one day. It's no problem. Get up at 5 and go. Be up there by 3. It's no big deal. Yeah, I would love to be away from all this so I could focus on my job and these YouTube videos, and actually take some videos of his property, because it's beautiful. I'd love for you guys to be able to see it. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I pray to God nothing happens to my woman or nothing happens to my son. And that's that, you know. We'll do what we can. Hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are. And I'll check in with you guys soon. Take care.
Hey, thank you so much for listening or watching the video today. I want to ask you, what kind of things do you want to hear about? You know what we really focus on in this channel? It's about men's education, right? The manly arts, finance, religion, and health and fitness. So if you got any questions around these topics or things that you think might be relatable or that I could bring any fact or opinion on, by all means, drop a comment below, and feel free to email me at riiiggghhht85@gmail.com. Thanks so much. Take care.